I'm excited. Do you think we'll find it?
To be honest, I don't know. But I'm getting the sense that there's more to Mexico than meets the eye.
Did you know Sydney Wolverstone was also a, ¿cómo se dice? What's the word? A botanista? A botanist, a natural historian, and a pretty decent artista. You want to talk about las maravillas de Mexico? Just read about her life. The book describes several sites where Sydney Wolverstone found statues. She believed they weren't Aztec though, which is interesting because they look Toltec to me. But even that isn't really clear. We know so little about the Toltecs, about the whole pre-conquest era, in fact. There are so many undiscovered sites, so much forgotten history in Mexico, so many things we don't know about the people who've lived here for thousands of years. Did you know Sydney Wolverstone was also a, ¿cómo se dice? What's the word? A botanista? A botanist, a natural historian, and a pretty decent artista. You want to talk about las maravillas de Mexico? Just read about her life. describes several sites where Sydney Wolverstone found statues. She believed they weren't Aztec though, which is interesting because they look Toltec to me, but even that isn't really clear. We know so little about the Toltecs, About the whole pre-conquest era, in fact. There are so many undiscovered sites. So much forgotten history in Mexico. So many things we don't know about the people who've lived here for thousands of years. Interesting. The design doesn't seem entirely Aztec, but it does remind me of Tlaloc, the rain god. This is amazing. I'll work out where the next one should be and give you a call.
Where does the trail lead from here?
South and inland. I'm sure of it. I'll be in touch. There it is! Right in the sun where the book said. Grab a picture of it. Hey, amigo! I've been reading the diary over and over. I think Lady Sydney's expedition came inland, but... no sé, it's hard to find the evidence.
Turn around when it is safe to do so. Yards, turn right. Yards. Turn left.
Hey, you're listening to Angelica Garcia on XS.
Turn left.
So, I tried to head out to Horizon Apex yesterday, circled around the parking lot 4 times, and then came back here again. Place is packed. Could it be something to do with the superstar driver who is now 10 wins into their road racing hot streak? I don't know. I just know you. Ok, mira, escucha. Listen to this. El pueblo de Mulegé, un oasis tranquilo. If she made it to Mulegé, the expedition must have traveled upriver. I still can't believe this. I used to take the book to mi escuela and my teachers told me Lady Wolverstone's adventures were as fictional as Pedro Páramo or Sherlock Holmes.
So she never got any credit?
Never asked for any. She said she was writing stories for her grandchildren. But if they're true, her story deserves to be told. And you and I can prove it. Vamos, to Mulegé. Let's go. We can start in the center of town and move outwards. I still can't believe this. I used to take the book to mi escuela, and my teachers told me, Lady Wolverstone's adventures were as fictional as Pedro Páramo or Sherlock Holmes.
So she never got any credit.
Never asked for any. She said she was writing stories for her grandchildren. But if they're true, her story deserves to be told. And you and I can prove it. Vamos, tumuleje, let's go. We can start in the center of town and move outwards. Lady Sydney writes that a local bruja, a wise woman, said the statues were only visible on certain days in the rain because they are statues of Tlaloc.
I still think it's the trees hiding it. But call me when you work out the next location, okay?
Hola, amigo. Haley called to ask about the promo shots, but when I told her about the diary, she said they could wait. Come pick me up. We need to go to Agua Azul.
I'll be right over.
In 400 yards, turn left.
Hospital records. Bringing you the biggest hits all year round.
Yo, you are back on Hospital Radio. And hey, Chris, we have a very special guest.
In 400 yards, turn left. Turn left. You have arrived at your destination.
Uh-huh. Ready to head for Agua Azul? Eso bien. We might get a little wet.
I'll keep the windows closed.
Okay. Okay, let me translate this part. Cool waters of Agua Azul quenched our thirst and inspired our hearts. In the heart of the blue water is where we found them.
Then, are we looking for more than one statue, maybe? And in the heart of the blue water? What does that mean, Alma?
No, but so the question is, why was the diary of Lady Sydney Wolverstone published as fiction? She was really here. She really had aventuras all over Mexico.
Maybe she didn't want to be famous.
Or maybe she didn't think anybody would believe her. Muy bien, keep heading west. Muy bien, ahí estás. We'll turn off the road near the waterfalls. Oh, the pictures are good. And you know having pictures means no one can doubt us if we can find the statues again. Oy, this is big. I have our next lead. Meet me as soon as you can.
Hey, Gordon. Sorry to bother a future Hall of Famer, but can I have your input on this next adventure? You wait till you see this showcase. I have the train and conductor on standby. All I need now is a driver. Finally! The fans have been wanting this for ages! Adding it to your schedule. Turn around.
yards, turn right. Recalculating route. In 400 yards, turn right. Turn right. Turn around when it is safe to do so. You have arrived at your destination.
I found more of Lady Sydney's papers, original drafts of El Camino. She made pencil sketches of formations that I recognize in the Valle de las Ranas, and she sketched one of the statues.
Lead the way.
Okay. Okay, so, they have fantastic creatures carved in rock. And she found the statue early one morning. And get this, it was after a rainstorm.
And this is another statue of Tlaloc. That is interesting. Let's see if we can find it.
El Valle is east of Guanajuato. Mira, let's go. Valle de las Ranas means Valley of the Frogs, so I always thought the stones looked more like fantastical creatures. And Lady Sydney did too. She got sketches in her book. Imagínatelo, imagine. Explorers like Lady Sydney came all this way with nothing but ganas y un gran amor for the wilds of Mexico.
She sounds like someone I know.
Yes, yo? I shoot cars for the festival. You do all the work. And my ride is a lot faster than her wagons, no?
We have slightly more than 1 horsepower.
Bueno, I suppose reading El Diario is one of the reasons I became una fotógrafa. I wanted to capture the same belleza she did. Today, the Valle de las Ranas is one of the most visited natural wonders in Mexico. Lady Sydney definitely knew a marvel when she saw one.
But the guidebooks don't say anything about a Tlaloc statue here.
I have it! No, perdón, no hay tiempo para explicar. Just come and meet me.
Turn around when it is safe to do so. In 400 yards, turn right. Turn around when it is safe to do so. Recalculating route. In 400 yards, turn right. 400 yards, turn left.